What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope all of you are doing pretty good. Now today's video is going to be about hypertrophy, gaining muscle mass or looking good as an athlete. So the idea behind this video was that an athlete messaged me on Instagram asking me that I want to build abs. I want to get abs. Why my abs are not visible? And this was a football player, and I get these kind of messages quite a lot. The athletes, 100-meter athletes, track and field athletes, or basketball, or cricket players asking me that how do we look good? How do we increase our quad size? How do we get broader shoulders? How do we look good? Abs like six-pack abs. And the idea behind this video was that. So today I'm going to address that how you can train and what your approach should be to look good. Now, the idea behind athletes asking this question is because it's normal, because they see the athletes, Cristiano Ronaldo or Virat Kohli, or 100-meter Usain Bolt or Tyson Gay, or any good looking athlete, Adam Toure. So they see these athletes and they want to mimic their aesthetics. They want to look good like they do. But athletes need to understand the difference. The difference is that what if these athletes are naturally built that way, are naturally fast twitch, powerful athletes. So when they try to mimic those aesthetics, because the ability of these athletes, you take Usain Bolt or Adam Toure or any good looking athlete, their ability to apply and produce force and are very powerful. Their ability to produce force is a lot. So if you're trying to mimic their aesthetics, can you mimic their force producing ability? If not, then there is no point in chasing those aesthetics. So before starting anything, you should ask yourself only one question, that what is my goal? Everything starts from that. What is your goal? Now your goal is performance. So the priority is your performance, and aesthetics, yes, but performance, aesthetics is the byproduct of performance. So if you see, and if I want to give advice to this football player, this is my advice. So first of all, where you stand, how your stature is, and what position you play. And then, do you need muscle mass? Do you need to put on little bit of muscle mass to get stronger, to avoid those tackles if you're a defender, if you're a goalkeeper, to avoid those tackles from the forwards or defenders? Do you need that? If yes, then the approach will be very different. I would not be taking him to the gym and do single joint exercises like leg extension or a lot of lateral flies or that kind of exercises. I will still focus on main movements, the core movements like squat, hinge pattern, or press pattern, horizontal, vertical pulls, everything. So these are the basic patterns of lifting, and I will create that base. So whenever an athlete, the primary mistake athletes make is they go there in the gym, and if their goal is to build muscle, they start the hypertrophy or bodybuilding type of program. No, you don't have to do that. It's like a Ferrari. So if you want a Ferrari to go faster, you'll change the engine. You'll not get. So if you add lots and lots of unwanted muscle mass or unwanted weight on your body, it's like loading that Ferrari with extra baggage in the trunk. So it won't go fast. Adding weight to Ferrari, it won't go. You need to change the engine of Ferrari. So you need to change the cellular levels inside your body to change it. Now there are lots and lots of the books in the strength and conditioning community, and lots of articles saying that cross section area, that means the bigger the muscle size, the amount to produce force is more. Yes, it is true, but you have to also see that the velocity of the movement. So yes, the ability to produce force is more, but can you produce that force at low velocity as fast as you can? So my take is that if you see a high jumper, it's a very simple example. If you see the high jumper, his legs or his build is very skinny. If you see the legs of high jumper, it's very skinny, but ability to produce force at high velocity is very, very good in comparison to a bodybuilder who has like 34 or 35 inch quads and huge calves. So that is the difference you need to understand. So the training aspect for you, for any athlete, should be doing that sport specific, doing that power training with resistance, high intensity. For example, sub maximal load or maximum load, and power training, strength, speed, and speed strength. And what I will manipulate is their diet, is that caloric intake. So I will keep the training with same sport specificity which he needs to perform better. I will not see that how he will look. I will see that what exercises, what training program will help him to perform better, and then I'll make adjustment to his calories. I will add some calories. I will get him into slight caloric surplus, increase his protein intake. That way, whatever we do, whatever exercises we do, because there are lots and lots of studies that says that doing power training, plyometrics, skips, hops, single leg plyometrics, they tend to increase the muscle mass or muscle size of the limb, of the muscle. And the vice versa, if you do hypertrophy training, it doesn't transfer to power. Power and strength training will direct to hypertrophy, will direct to gains, will direct to muscle building, but hypertrophy training will not get you powerful. So I will focus on power training, I will focus on plyometrics, I will focus on more speed work, more powerful work, and manipulate the calories. And yes, there are lots and lots of training structure which focus on high volume training in a very early off season that we call GPP phase or general phase, where you build the base. Again, building base doesn't mean that you include bodybuilding exercises. You add tons and tons of volume which will not later on transfer to your sports or your skill. It's just you're just again adding baggage to the Ferrari. You're not changing the engine. So in that GPP phase, yes, the volume will be high, but again, the movements we choose, the training structure we choose is for you to improve in later stage. It is to improve your sport specificity, your skill in the later stage of the off season and pre-season and close to in season. So that will be the structure. You cannot go in your GPP phase or your early off-season phase and go do lots and lots of knee extension or lateral raises or pec flies to get you that buffed up. You cannot do that. You still have to focus on core movements. You still have to, yes, you can manipulate the volume in those core movements, but you cannot go there and do bodybuilding exercises if you want to look good, because our main preference is performance. So if you want to get a good performance, you want to perform better, and that is the byproduct. The byproduct of performance is aesthetics. So Virat Kohli or any, you see the Instagram videos of Virat Kohli, you will never see him doing leg extensions. You'll always see him doing some power snatches or push press or power exercises. So you go to right now, you go to Instagram of Virat Kohli and just check his workouts. You will not see him doing bicep curl or doing lateral raises or doing leg extension. No, you'll not see him. You will see him doing powerful training. So that's what it means, the powerful training. So yes, you need to stick to your power movements. You need to stick to your sport specific movements. You need to stick to more basic movements, and you need to manipulate your caloric intake to get big and get strong. And caloric intake, I mean that if you want to get big, I will recommend a slight adjustment to the calorie. You need to eat more, but if you will eat more, if you increase the calorie more than you need, then again you will add that unwanted baggage in your body, and that will hinder your performance. So to round everything off, first thing is don't go for bodybuilding training. Even if you're in your off season, you're doing your journal preparatory phase, don't do lots and lots of volume. Stick to your basic movements and try to manipulate volume there. Yes, you can do bicep curl once or twice a week, or your lateral raises once or twice a week, but your main structure is to build base, build work capacity for the later stages of the training cycle. So first and foremost is that. Second, if you see the athletes, you look up to some athletes, try to mimic their performance. If you try to mimic their performance, automatically you will train that way and automatically you will look that way. So don't try to mimic their aesthetics, try to mimic their performance and you will get there. And third, try and be in a slight calorie surplus. Try and manage your diet, your nutrition, your sleep pattern, and that way you look good. The aesthetic part will be covered. So this is the video. I want to address this. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you like this video. Give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and I'll see you until next time. Goodbye.